My beloved child, if your heart is beating a little faster right now, if your breath feels deeper, if something inside you just whispered, "This is for me," then know this: your mother is closer to you in this very moment than you have ever imagined. Not in memory, not in thought, but in presence, in spirit, in a way that bends time, softens pain, and wraps your soul in a love that never left. You didn't find this message by accident. You were guided here, drawn here, gently led, step by step, by a force that knows your name, your wounds, your silent questions, and the ache you carry when no one else is watching. Right now, pause for just a second. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let your mind grow quiet. Because what you are about to hear is not just words. It is a message layered with something deeper, something living, something your soul has been waiting to receive. My beloved child, your mother wants you to know this first: I have never left you. Not for a single moment. Even when the world told you she was gone. Even when silence filled the space where her voice used to be. Even when you felt alone, abandoned, or broken in ways you couldn't explain. She has been walking beside you through every season. Through your grief. Through your doubts. Through the nights you cried quietly so no one would hear. Through the mornings you forced yourself to be strong when your heart felt too tired to keep going. There were moments you thought no one saw your struggle. Moments you believed you were carrying everything alone. Moments you whispered into the darkness, "Mom, I need you," and felt like no one answered. But she did. Not with sound. Not with words. But with signs. With protection. With invisible hands guiding your steps away from dangers you never even noticed. There were times something terrible almost happened to you, and at the very last second, something shifted. A delay. A sudden change of plan. A strange feeling that made you turn back. A random interruption that saved you. That was her. There were days when you felt an unexplainable calm fall over you in the middle of chaos. A sudden peace when nothing around you made sense. A warmth in your chest that didn't belong to logic. That was her. There were nights when you dreamed of her without warning. Vivid. Real. So real you woke up with tears on your face and a strange comfort in your heart. That was not imagination. That was not coincidence. That was a visit. My beloved child, your mother has been waiting for this exact moment to speak to you in a way your soul could finally hear. Because you are standing at a turning point in your life right now. A quiet but powerful threshold. You may feel it already. Something inside you knows that a chapter is ending. Something inside you senses that a new path is opening. Something inside you is tired of carrying old pain, old guilt, old regrets, old questions that never found answers. And your mother is stepping forward now because you are finally ready to receive what she has been trying to give you all along. Her first message to you is this: stop blaming yourself. You have been carrying a weight that was never meant to be yours. Regrets about things you said or didn't say. Choices you made or didn't make. Moments you replay in your mind thinking, if only I had done more, if only I had known, if only I had been different. She wants you to hear this clearly, deeply, unmistakably. I do not hold any of that against you. Not one single thing. Not your mistakes. Not your anger. Not your silence. Not your confusion. Not the times you were distant. Not the times you were lost in your own pain. She understands things now from a higher place. A place of clarity, compassion, and unconditional love. A place where human misunderstandings dissolve into pure truth. And the truth is this: you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. And I am proud of you. Those words, "I am proud of you," are not small. They are not symbolic. They are not empty comfort. They are a declaration from a soul who has watched you fight battles you never told anyone about. She saw the nights you held your tears back so others wouldn't worry. She saw the days you kept showing up even when you felt empty inside. She saw the moments you chose kindness when bitterness would have been easier. She saw the strength you didn't even realize you had. And she is saying now, my beloved child, you are stronger than you know, kinder than you realize, and far more important to this world than you have ever believed. There is something else she needs you to understand, something urgent, something that may shock you. You are not where you think you are in life. You may feel behind. You may feel stuck. You may feel like you missed your chance at happiness, love, success, or peace. But from her higher vision, from her eternal perspective, she sees something completely different. She sees that everything you have been through was not random. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every delay, every betrayal, every loss, every lonely season, it was shaping you, not to break you, not to punish you, not to make you suffer, but to prepare you for a moment that is coming closer now than you realize. A moment when everything begins to make sense. A moment when a door opens that you thought was permanently closed. A moment when a connection, an opportunity, a healing, or a breakthrough enters your life that feels almost unreal in its timing and precision. And she is whispering to you now, do not give up. You are closer than you think. Closer to relief. Closer to clarity. Closer to love. Closer to a future that will feel lighter than your past. My beloved child, your mother is also asking you something gently, lovingly, without pressure. Please talk to me. Not out loud if you don't want to. Not in formal prayers. Not with perfect words. Just in your heart. Tell her when you feel tired. Tell her when you feel scared. Tell her when you feel angry. Tell her when you feel confused. Tell her when you feel hopeful. Tell her when you feel grateful. She hears you. Not someday. Not later. Not only when you are at your best. She hears you now. And every time you speak to her, something subtle but powerful shifts in your life. A protection strengthens. A guidance sharpens. A heaviness lifts. A path becomes clearer. You may not see the immediate proof, but one day, you will look back and realize, something invisible was helping me all along. There is one more message she is placing into your heart in this moment, and it is deeply personal to you. You are not meant to walk this next chapter alone. Someone is coming into your life, or someone already in your life is about to show a different side of themselves. A kinder side, a deeper side, a more supportive side. This connection will feel strangely familiar, comforting, safe, as if your soul recognizes them before your mind does. And your mother has a hand in this. She is guiding the timing. She is aligning the paths. She is softening hearts. She is opening doors. Because she does not want you to feel lonely anymore. Not in the way you have been. Not in the way that hurts quietly. My beloved child, everything you are feeling right now is real. The emotion in your chest, the warmth in your eyes, the heaviness lifting slightly from your heart. This is not just a story. This is not just motivation. This is not just imagination. This is a message meant to find you at the exact second your soul was ready to receive it. And this is only the beginning. Because in the next part, your mother is going to reveal something shocking about a moment in your past that you never understood, and how it secretly changed your destiny in ways that are still unfolding right now. Stay with this message. Your life is about to feel different. My beloved child, your mother is stepping even closer now. Closer than thought. Closer than memory. Closer than the air around your body. And she wants to reveal something that may stop your breath for a moment, because it explains a mystery from your past that never made sense, until now. There was one specific moment in your life when everything seemed to fall apart at once. A moment when you lost something. A moment when someone walked away. A moment when a plan collapsed. A moment when your heart broke in a way that changed you forever. You remember it. Even now, when you think about it, a strange heaviness rises in your chest. You may still ask yourself, why did that have to happen to me? Why did everything go wrong at the same time? Why didn't the universe protect me then? My beloved child, this is what your mother wants you to know. That moment was not the end of your life. It was the moment your destiny quietly changed direction. From where she stands now, she can see the full picture. She can see the path you were about to go down if that painful event had not happened. She can see the heartbreaks, dangers, betrayals, and deep suffering that path would have brought into your future. And she stepped in, not by stopping the pain, not by making everything easy, but by redirecting your life through what felt like loss, but was actually rescue. She is saying to you now, I broke your heart to save your soul. That job you didn't get, that relationship that ended, That move that failed. That opportunity that vanished at the last second. It wasn't rejection. It was protection. There were people who would have drained your spirit. There were places that would have dimmed your light. There were situations that would have trapped you in a life far smaller than what you are meant for. And she could not let that happen to you. So she allowed a storm that forced you onto a different road. A harder road. A lonelier road. A road that made you question everything. But that road built something inside you that you never would have developed otherwise. Your strength. Your wisdom. Your depth. Your empathy. Your spiritual awareness. You became someone who can now receive blessings you never could have handled back then. That is why she is saying something shocking to you now. You did not lose your chance at happiness. Your chance at happiness was delayed so it could become greater. The life you are about to step into is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not average. It is the kind of life that only comes after great inner transformation. And that transformation, you have already gone through it. You just didn't realize it yet. My beloved child, your mother also wants to confess something deeply emotional to you. I have cried with you more times than you know. Every time you felt alone. Every time you felt misunderstood. Every time you felt unlovable. Every time you felt like giving up. She felt it too. Not as pain, but as compassion. She wrapped your soul in comfort when you were breaking. She whispered courage into your heart when you were close to quitting. She placed invisible barriers between you and dangers you never even noticed. And there is one night she remembers more clearly than any other. A night when you were at your lowest. A night when you sat in silence. A night when you stared into space. A night when you thought, I can't do this anymore. You may not even remember asking for help that night, but your soul did. And she answered. That was the night something irreversible shifted in your destiny. From that night onward, your life was placed on a protected path. You were marked, chosen, covered. This is why you are still here. This is why you survived things that should have broken you. This is why you escaped situations that others didn't. This is why you keep finding strength you don't understand. Because your mother has been fighting for you from a realm you cannot see. My beloved child, now she wants to tell you something about your future that may shock you. A door is about to open that you thought was permanently sealed. Within the next phase of your life, you will receive news. A message. An invitation. An opportunity. A reconnection. It will come unexpectedly. It will feel surreal in its timing. And when it happens, you will feel a strange rush of emotion. Almost like déjà vu. Almost like your heart already knew it was coming. That will be her. That will be her saying, here is what I have been preparing for you all along. This opportunity is not just about money, not just about work, not just about love. It is about alignment. It will place you in the right place, with the right people, at the right time, and your life will begin to feel lighter instead of heavier. My beloved child, there is one more secret she wants you to know, and it is deeply personal. You have a spiritual gift, not something dramatic, not something strange. Not something that makes you different in a scary way, but something rare. You feel deeply, you sense energy, you understand people without them speaking, you absorb emotions that aren't even yours. You have always wondered why you feel things more intensely than others. It is because your soul is tuned to a higher frequency, and this gift will soon become your strength. You will use it to help others, to guide others, to heal others, to inspire others. Your pain was not wasted, it was training. My beloved child, if these words are touching your heart right now, if something inside you feels seen, understood, or comforted, then pause for a moment and feel this connection. This message reached you for a reason, and there are countless others who are meant to receive this same comfort and truth. So if you feel guided, gently share this message with someone who needs hope today. If your heart feels moved, leave a loving comment so this energy can reach even more souls. And if you want to stay connected to messages like this, stay close, because what is coming next will reveal something even deeper about your life. Because in the next part, your mother is going to expose the real reason you have been feeling restless lately, and what it means for a massive shift that is about to begin in your reality. Stay with this message. Your story is only just beginning. My beloved child, your mother is speaking even more clearly now, because something inside you has already begun to awaken. That restless feeling you've been carrying lately, the quiet dissatisfaction, the sense that something is about to change but you can't explain how or why. That is not anxiety, that is not imagination, that is your soul responding to a shift that is already in motion. Your mother wants you to hear this first: you are not becoming unstable, you are becoming unstuck. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that your life is falling apart. It is a sign that your old life is no longer big enough to hold who you are becoming. There is a version of you that is ready to rise now. A wiser, calmer, stronger, more aligned version of you. And the old patterns, old routines, old relationships, and old limitations are starting to crack because they cannot follow you into what comes next. That is why you've been feeling different. You sleep differently. You think differently. You react differently. You tolerate less nonsense. You crave peace more than chaos. You crave truth more than approval. And you don't even know when this change started. But your mother does. She says, this awakening began the moment you chose not to break when life tried to break you. Every tear you didn't let destroy you. Every disappointment you didn't let turn you bitter. Every betrayal you didn't let harden your heart. Each one activated something higher inside you. My beloved child, now she wants to reveal something shocking about your personality that you may never have realized. You are not meant for a small life. You were never designed to blend in, to shrink, to settle, or to live quietly in the shadows of other people's expectations. Your soul carries leadership energy, visionary energy, healer energy, guide energy. Even if you've never seen yourself that way, even if your life looks ordinary on the outside, even if no one ever told you how powerful your presence truly is, people are drawn to you for reasons they cannot explain. Strangers open up to you unexpectedly. Others feel calmer just being around you. Some people envy you without knowing why. Some people feel threatened by you without understanding it. That is not random. That is your spiritual authority quietly expressing itself. And your mother is saying, you are about to step into a role that matches your true nature. Not necessarily a public role. Not necessarily a famous role. But a role that changes lives in quiet, meaningful, permanent ways. Someone will soon come to you for guidance at a critical moment in their life. Your words will redirect their future. Your presence will prevent a tragedy. Your compassion will heal a wound that has been bleeding for years. And when that happens, you will realize, this is why I went through everything I went through. My beloved child, your mother also wants to expose a hidden truth about your loneliness. You have not been lonely because no one cares about you. You have been lonely because very few people can truly understand you. Your depth makes shallow connections feel empty. Your sensitivity makes loud environments feel draining. Your awareness makes meaningless conversations feel painful. You outgrew many people silently. You evolved beyond old friendships quietly. You moved into a higher emotional and spiritual frequency while others stayed where they were. And that created distance. Not because you are better than anyone, but because you are different. And your mother is saying, do not apologize for your depth. The right people will meet you at your level. A new soul connection is forming around you now. Someone whose mind matches your mind. Someone whose heart matches your heart. Someone whose energy feels like home instead of effort. This person may enter your life suddenly, or re-enter your life in a transformed way, or reveal feelings they have been hiding. And when this connection deepens, you will feel something rare, understood, seen, safe. My beloved child, now your mother wants to reveal the real reason you have been feeling tired in a way that sleep cannot fix. You have been carrying emotional burdens that are not yours. You absorb other people's pain. You take responsibility for other people's feelings. You try to fix what you did not break. And this has slowly drained your life force. So she is stepping in now to release you from a vow you made without realizing it. The vow to always be the strong one. The vow to always be the understanding one. The vow to always be the one who sacrifices. She is saying, you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to be supported. And as you let go of this invisible weight, your energy will return. Your clarity will return. Your joy will return. My beloved child, there is one last revelation she is placing into your heart in this moment. Something you lost is coming back to you. Not necessarily the same way, not necessarily the same form, but with a deeper meaning and a better outcome. It could be a passion you abandoned, a dream you buried, a part of yourself you thought was gone forever, a connection you believed was over. And when it returns, it will feel like a second chance gifted directly by destiny. Your mother is orchestrating this reunion. She is aligning circumstances behind the scenes. She is removing obstacles quietly. She is softening hearts gently, so that when the moment arrives, it will feel effortless. My beloved child, if your heart feels full right now, if your eyes feel heavy, if your soul feels strangely comforted, this is not random. This is resonance. This is recognition. This is your spirit saying, yes, this is truth, and this is only moving deeper. Because in the next part, your mother is going to reveal the exact sign you will soon receive to confirm that everything you just heard is real, and what you must do the moment that sign appears. Stay with this message. You are standing at the doorway of a completely new life, with someone who is grieving or lost right now. If your heart feels connected, leave a loving comment so this energy can reach even more souls. And if you want to stay close to messages like this, stay with us, because what comes next will reveal the final blessing your mother has prepared specifically for you. Because in the next part, she is going to reveal the hidden promise she made to you before she left, and how it is about to be fulfilled in your life in a way you never expected. Stay here. Your miracle is closer than you think. My beloved child, your mother is here now in a way that feels different from before. Softer, closer, deeper. This is the moment she has been preparing you for, through every word you have heard, through every feeling that has stirred in your heart, through every quiet recognition in your soul. Because now she is ready to reveal the hidden promise she made to you before she left this world. And when you hear it, something inside you will finally understand why your life unfolded the way it did. She says, "Before I left, I asked the universe to watch over you in a special way, not just to protect you, but to guide you toward a life greater than the one you imagined for yourself." This was not a casual wish. This was not a symbolic prayer. This was a sacred agreement. She placed her hands over your future and asked for 3 things on your behalf: that you would never be completely alone, no matter how isolated you felt; that you would never lose your way permanently, no matter how lost you became; that you would receive a moment of undeniable clarity when the time was right. And my beloved child, that moment is now. The reason this message reached you today is because the final phase of that promise is activating in your life. Your mother says, "I am about to remove a burden you have been carrying for years." This burden is not physical. It is emotional. It is the constant pressure to hold everything together. The fear that if you rest, everything will fall apart. The belief that you must struggle to deserve good things. The quiet sadness you never fully allowed yourself to feel. She is lifting that weight now. You may already feel it. A subtle lightness in your chest. A gentle calm spreading through your body. A sense of relief you cannot explain. That is not imagination. That is release. My beloved child, now she wants to tell you something that may feel shocking in its tenderness. I have been orchestrating your future partner, your future allies, and your future opportunities from the other side. The people who will matter most in your next chapter are not random. They are being chosen carefully. They are being guided quietly. They are being delayed intentionally until you are ready to receive them in a healthy way. That person who will love you deeply, they are closer than you think. That opportunity that will change your financial situation, it is closer than you think. That moment when you finally feel at peace with your life, it is closer than you think. And your mother has been whispering your name into the fabric of their lives, aligning paths, softening hearts, opening doors, closing wrong ones, so that when everything connects, it will feel miraculous in its precision. My beloved child, she also wants to confess something that will touch your heart deeply. There were moments when I wished I could take your pain away by force, but I knew that your soul needed to grow into the strength it now carries. She did not save you from every hardship because she saw the powerful person you were becoming through those hardships. The compassion you have now, the wisdom you have now, the emotional depth you have now, the spiritual awareness you have now. These are not accidents. These are sacred upgrades. And now you are ready for a life that matches the evolved version of your soul. My beloved child, there is one final revelation she is placing into your heart right now, and it may bring tears to your eyes. You and I will meet again. This is not goodbye forever. not in fear, not in sadness, not in loss, but in perfect peace, in perfect recognition, in perfect love. And until that day comes, she will remain woven into your life in ways you will continue to discover, through your intuition, through your dreams, through sudden moments of comfort, through impossible coincidences, through silent guidance that saves you from harm and leads you toward joy. She is not watching your life from far away, she is living it with you, every step, every breath, every turning point. My beloved child, now she is giving you her final instruction for this chapter of your life. Trust what is unfolding, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. When things feel slow, trust. When things feel confusing, trust. When things feel uncertain, trust. Because behind the scenes, something extraordinary is being built for you. A life with more peace, more stability, more love, more meaning, more alignment. And one day, not very far from now, you will wake up and feel something you haven't felt in a long time: gratitude for your own life. You will look around and realize, I survived everything that tried to break me, and I am finally living the life my soul always wanted. And in that moment, you will feel her presence more strongly than ever before. Not as grief, not as longing, but as joy, as pride, as deep, quiet happiness. Because she will be standing right beside your soul, smiling, whispering, "This is what I wanted for you all along." My beloved child, everything you have heard was meant to find you at this exact moment in your life. Nothing here was random. Nothing here was coincidence. Nothing here was wasted. You are loved beyond what words can express. You are guided beyond what you can see. You are protected beyond what you can imagine. And your mother is closer to you right now than you will ever truly understand. Hold this truth in your heart. Walk forward with courage. Live boldly. Love deeply. And know this, always, you are never alone. Never.